saying I'm coming on at 2. Bless Jack, poor Jack. I am so upset for him. We just finally got his computer put together and we got home and he hasn't got an Ethernet cable. So we got to order one from Amazon, but he was all hoping he was going to be able to set it up. I'm sure I've got one lying around somewhere, so I've been looking for it, trying to find it, but I can't. Anyway, hello everyone. I'm going to get going. I'm going to do a really simple look while I'm chatting to you today using Trini London, because I got a couple more products from Trini London. Hello, Terry. Now, I have filmed this, so I'm going to do it on the live anyway, and then I'll do a kind of recap for those that don't want to sit through the whole live, because I did film this yesterday. So I got some more Trini London. When I say I got some more, I got a couple of eyeshadows that I really wanted to get. Hello, Terry. I think I said hello, but I'm still been running around this morning and I can't remember what I said 2 seconds ago. But I wanted to get, hello, Shahina. And I called this live, Let's Spill Some CTT. Right? Because we have a little bit of a suspicion. I can't confirm this is true. But I'm hoping Nina can join us as well, that she can actually come in on this conversation. Hello, Bridget Jones. Oh, you've changed your name on here. Hello, Helen. So yeah, so it's called, this live is called Let's Spill Some CTT. Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year, everyone. Now, I got some Trini London. As I'm just recapping, I'm going to do I did film this look yesterday, but I'm going to do it again on my live and chat to you all. There's Nina. Hello, Nina. Right, I saw your message just before I had to go out this morning. And I've got lots to say about it because I was suspecting the same thing as you confirmed. And that's why I've called this video, Let's Spill Some CTT. Yes, I thought I'd make it easy for you, Ali. Oh, thank you. Right. So I got ordered some Bff Cream in dark because I got a sample last time and it's actually more like Unisex Healthy Glow than Unisex Healthy Glow is now because they've made the shade lighter. And it's got SPF in it. So I'm just going to put it on this side of my face so that you can see. You'll suddenly get a light because I've got my thingy mirror in front of me here. This. And it lights up when it senses me. So you'll suddenly see the light. But I'm just going to put this on so you can see it. So the tea. Right. Okay. You will recall that I got some lipsticks early on what's the name of the place? ASOS. Okay, and we all thought it was a bit strange that ASOS was selling it early. Then yesterday, I had, and I'm going to talk about this in more depth on a video as well. I had a consultation with Charlotte Tilbury. And Nina's going to chip in here because Nina's sort of helped me piece this story together. So yesterday, I had this consultation because I wanted to be matched to the new foundation. So when I was on the call to the makeup artist, I said, why was it that ASOS got an early release for the lipsticks? What went on there? She said, oh, I think they just wanted to promote ASOS as selling Charlotte Tilbury now. Okay, fine. But if that's the case, they didn't do a very big promotion on it. So look, I just put it on one side of my face so that you can see is the BFF original in dark, right? But don't worry, I'm going to be doing this look. I filmed this look yesterday, so I'm going to be putting that video out in case I'm too busy chatting on this. So anyone that doesn't want to sit through all the natter can see the look, okay? So anyway, Then she matched me to the foundation because I'd been matched online to 8 Neutral. And I looked and I thought, not sure, that looks a little bit dark. I'm going to be in the same position. It's looking yellow. And she said, no, I think 7 Neutral would be better for you, right? And I thought, yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so, and I said, but I can't buy it yet on Charlotte's site. I thought it was coming out on the 4th. She said, no, it's coming out on the 6th. But she said, you can buy it at John Lewis and you can buy it at Space NK. And I said, oh, well, in that case, I'll go and buy it then, because I've got a channel and they like to get a review before they buy. They like to see my review before they buy. So I came off the consultation, went straight on to John Lewis, and it said, this is no longer available online. So I thought, that's strange. Then I went on to Space NK and it said coming soon. So I thought, oh, that's annoying. She obviously doesn't know what she's talking about, this woman. But then Nina filled me in this morning. Now, Nina, you fill me in with the rest of it, because I reckon, from what Nina has told me, that they basically, these places, ASOS, John Lewis and Space NK, all thought it was being released on the 4th. And they released it before Charlotte Tilbury. Right? And you said it was kicking off in the CT team. So I think these lipsticks are ASOS, and the foundation, if you were lucky enough to get the foundation yesterday morning, I wasn't. By the time I came off the thing, they'd taken it off. But apparently it was a mistake. Now, this is just me piecing things together. Yes, now Nina said they went ballistic. So you rang up customer services, did you? And they went ballistic. So they basically didn't realise that John Lewis had already got it on sale. And they went ballistic, which is what I suspected when I asked about why it was I was able to get the Lunar lipsticks early. And she said, oh, well, it's just they're trying to promote ASOS. If they're trying to promote ASOS, they didn't advertise it anywhere. They didn't say you can get the Lunar lipsticks on ASOS. So it didn't make any sense to me. Yeah, and again with the foundation, apparently it was available yesterday morning, and then all of a sudden it was taken off. It was on John Lewis and it was on Space NK, and all of a sudden it disappeared. So basically, if you were lucky enough to buy it yesterday morning, you've got the new foundation, but it wasn't supposed to be released. Now, I don't know this for a fact. I know this based on what Nina's told me and piecing together that this makeup artist didn't seem to be aware. She said, oh, it's available on John Lewis now. You can go and buy it now from John Lewis. But as soon as I came off, it had been withdrawn. So there's something going very wrong. They obviously did not know. The makeup artist knew that it was on John Lewis, because no doubt someone had told them. But Charlotte Tilbury as an organisation weren't aware of it. And when they were, I think a few phone calls must have been made. Because why else would you withdraw it the day you actually put it on the site? So there you go. There's the CTT. I quite like that title. Here to spill the CTT. She got it from. Oh, I should have kept a lookout. You see, we should have known after ASOS. Well, I jumped straight onto it yesterday. As soon as she said it's on John Lewis, I jumped straight onto it. I was too late. They'd already withdrawn it. Yeah, everyone was saying the 4th of January, weren't they? Everyone was saying the 4th of January. Now, I'm just going to put on, this is why I'm going to do a recap, short video telling you all the products that I'm using, because I filmed it yesterday. But I'm now putting on the Trini London BFF De-Stress, which is basically the first BFF is like an SPF, with a bit of, it's like Unisex Healthy Glow. It starts off white and there's a bit of pigment in it. Right, this has got a bit more coverage, but it's got a serum in it, and it's very good if you've got dry skin. But I'm going to do a video about the whole experience of, I've had 2 online consultations with Charlotte Tilbury now, and I'm going to point out the pros and cons. There are some pros, and there's quite a few cons. And I'm going to give a very honest review about what I think of it, so that if you do book one, I'm trying not to give too much away because I want to leave it for the video, but if you do book a consultation, watch my video first, because you need to kind of be aware of certain things before you have a consultation. And I'll try and film that this afternoon, because some of you might want to book it to be matched. And I have to say, if you book your consultation to be matched, I think the makeup artists are very good at matching you. They seem to know their stuff. But there are a few pitfalls that you really need to know about before you do it. So I will film that this afternoon and put it out this evening. Okay? I don't know what was on my face then. Happy New Year. Now I'm going to say hello to you all. So now this BFF serum foundation that I've just put on, can you see? It looks lovely, and actually as it dries down it looks even better, and you can build it up. Excuse me a minute. I've definitely feels like something's on my nose. So you can build it up as well where you want to. What I'm going to do is get a bit of concealer out as well, just for under my eyes, because last night I had absolutely no sleep. I've had a bit of a few health worries over Christmas. So my lymphedema flared up really badly. I thought I was going to have to go to A&E because it looked like my legs were getting cellulitis. But I managed to calm it down. I sent a photo to a couple of you. I didn't want to put it on Instagram publicly, but to a couple of you that I kind of know, I sort of showed you. They're really, really bad. And then because I've been trying to walk in a specific way, you adjust your gait when something's wrong, then I've kind of pulled my back. So I was awake all last night, so I definitely need concealer. So I'm just going to get this, as I'm doing Trini, I'm going to do all Trini and find my Just a Touch in Beck's. Because I feel like just using my fingers today. So they definitely, when I talk to you about the online consultation, I'm going to come and say hello to you all in a minute. I'm also going to say, I definitely feel like, I'll go into a bit more detail about why I feel like that in the video, but I definitely feel like there is a bit of a problem at the moment with Charlotte Tilbury. There is a bit of a lack of communication, I feel, and I will evidence that by what I'm saying, but there's a bit of a lack of communication, I feel, between the makeup artists that are actually working on the shop floor and the organisation. I don't think they're good at communicating with one another. And when I tell you about my experience, I will back that up. I will never cast an opinion without backing it up. And of course it is my opinion. Now this is Beck's Just a Touch. I actually prefer this to the BFF. I know a lot of people like that, but I think that's just like the face serum, but in a smaller tube. Whereas this one's got a bit more of a thicker texture, so it lasts a bit longer, the Just a Touch. And of course, when Trini brought out her line, this was one of the original products in her line, the Just a Touch. She hadn't brought out the kind of BFF Serum Foundation. So this was meant to kind of conceal a lot more than you would need to do now because you've got the Serum Foundation. But I definitely need... I remember that Trini's team asked me what product I thought they should be releasing that they hadn't released. And I said a colour corrector. And they still haven't done that. You know, like Charlotte's Magic Vanish. A Trini London version of it. So, that's my eyes a bit brighter now. Right, I'm coming to say hello to you all before I get onto the eyes. Thank you, Bushra. You hope I get well soon. I have the new matte foundation, the BFF Rebalance. It's lovely, matte instead of super glowing. Nina, I got a sample of that in my box. Because basically I didn't want to try some of the other things on offer. Charlotte Tilbury shouldn't have sold her company. You're absolutely right, Terry. It's become too much of a giant too quickly. I'm going to try the BFF Rebalance because I've got a sample of it, but I don't think it's for my skin really. But I'll try it. They're in a bit of a mess behind the scenes as they got such a mix-up with empty mystery boxes and not knowing what's going on with other sites. Feels a bit mishmash, to be honest. Yes, definitely. There was definitely something going wrong between PR, launch dates, and also communicating to their makeup artists. I'll tell you one example of this as well. I'm going to probably repeat some of this during the... Let me say hello to you all first. Remind me to come back to the consultation and why I think there's a mismatch between the communication. So, hello, Sheena, Bushra, Nina, Tria, hello. And Bridget Jones, who changed her name so that we all knew who she was. And hello, Helen Air. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year to you. And Jennifer, I think I've said hello to everyone. And Shahina. Right, I've said hello to you all. So one of the things was when I originally went on Charlotte Tilbury, I went onto their chat at the beginning of December. You're going to hear a bit of this in the video later on. But I went onto the chat and I said, I want, if I send you a picture on chat, can you give me an idea about what shade of foundation? Can you match me? And they said, oh, we can't do that on here, but we suggest that you book a virtual consultation. And they've been throwing these virtual consultations at me every time I tag them in an Instagram post. And I thought, oh, this is as good a time as any, because I wanted to try it out anyway and do a review on it for you guys. So I booked, and she booked me in for about the next day, I think it was. It was the 12th of December. And got through, and the woman, and they say, what do you want it for? Oh, right, so it's a match foundation consultation. Got through, and she says, hello, what can I do for you? So again, there's no communication about what the consultation's for, which I think would be helpful. And I'm going to say a lot more about this in this video, because there's other things that I think are severely lacking in this consultation that you need to know about. But then she said to me, I can't match you to the new foundation because we haven't even got it yet. And we haven't been on the training to match people up. We go on the training when they have a new product and they show us all the shades and they explain which all the shades are for. And we try out matching different people and stuff. We haven't been on the training yet and we haven't even got the foundation. So why did the woman in chat book me in for the following day to be matched? It's a complete waste of everybody's time. So that's just one example, and I'm going to be sharing a few more about, and I have to say the makeup artists at Charlotte Tilbury are really knowledgeable about their items, and they seem to know their stuff. You know, I mean, I'm not going to big myself up, but I will say now, I did train as a makeup artist. And when I'm talking to them, and they're a lot younger than me, so, you know, it's only fair for me to assume they might be a little less experienced in terms of number of years on this planet than me. They seem to know their stuff. But they're not getting communicated by the organisation. They're not. I mean, the fact that she told me I could go on John Lewis and buy that foundation just as they were pulling it off, it is, you know, anyway. You find the serum one a bit sticky, but you have sensory issues, Nina. Right, well, I tried the rebalance one. The reason that I was a bit sceptical, I've got this sample. They sent me a sample of it. The reason I kind of got it because I didn't want to get anything else. But I wouldn't have gone for it otherwise. But I got the sample to try because of that, really. But the reason I'm put off is because it seems to be for people that have got oily skin. And my skin gets quite dehydrated. And it says it controls blemishes. Well, I don't have blemishes. I mean, I've got hyperpigmentation, but I've never really had spots. Balances shine. Well, when I first started going through the menopause, my skin was oily. My nose, I used to have to get those papers to block my nose, but it's not anymore. It just seems to me to be marketed more towards younger, oilier skin. So that's why, but it has got some good things in it, like niacinamide and avocado extract. So I will give that one a go and I'll review it. I will review this sample and let you know whether or not I think it's also okay. Nina seems to like it anyway. It works as more of a foundation coverage than the others. Ah, well, that's interesting. So you think it's higher coverage than the BFF serum? You have to rewatch, you've missed. Oh, yeah, Rebecca, you will, because I've just talked about the title of why I called this live Spilling the CTT. I love that title. I'm sorry, I'm really proud about that title. It was completely and utterly just off the cuff. Spilling the CTT. And of course, when I type CT on my when I'm typing away to put the title up, the minute I type CT, it automatically autocorrects to Charlotte Tilbury. I had to go back and say, no, I want it to say CT, not Charlotte Tilbury. Because spilling the Charlotte Tilbury tea doesn't sound as good. Spilling the CT tea does. Anyway, sorry, I was proud of that one. Right, but what I'm going to do now is this look. And as I say, don't worry if you don't catch all of the products that I've used in this look, because I'm too busy chatting to you, because I did film it yesterday and I'm going to put out a short version. It's a kind of silent one with the products underneath, so you can go back and you don't have to sit through all the chat to watch this look. But you know me and purple. I've got this is my pain outfit, right? Because I haven't slept well and I'm very achy. As I said, I always wear, this is one of the outfits that I wear because it's pure cashmere. It doesn't dig in anywhere, but it keeps me warm. I felt so guilty when I purchased this from Marks and Spencer's because the skirt was £99 and the jumper was £99. But I've worn it, and it's my pain outfit. Hello, Jack. Oh, poor Jack. We're going to see if I can find you an Ethernet cable in a minute. He's waited so long for his computer. We got back and he thought he could set it up. And he's not got an Ethernet cable to connect it. And I'm sure I've got one somewhere. I must do. I've ordered one on Amazon. But he's got to wait another day. And he's going back to school on Friday. So I'll definitely have a look for you, darling, in a minute when we finish the live. Now, the first thing that I'm going to use is Strength. I bought this recently. I bought this over Christmas, after Christmas, because I want to have my little car kit of, you know, when I'm out going quickly to drop Jack off and then go on to set Jack up, we'll wait. I would do, Terry, I would do if I knew where to find the Ethernet cable. But I'd probably be back on at 6 o'clock by the time I found it. So it's not, he can set it up quite well. It's just I don't know where I've got an Ethernet cable. It's probably buried somewhere because it's one of those things you use when you move in to set up your internet and then you bury it somewhere. So, yeah, thank you, though. That's really sweet of you. So, anyway, this is Strength. And I got this one because it is this lovely burgundy. This is an eye to eye. It's one of their usual eye to eyes. And it's a lovely burgundy purple. And it's not a shimmery one. So it's one that I can put on as a wash of colour on my eyes. And so I'm going to have this in my car kit because I'm often wearing purple. And it's for when I kind of drop Jack off and I've got to go straight on and I've done my skincare, but I haven't put on any makeup. So I'm going to have a little Trini car kit. Been meaning to do it for ages, but not done it. So I'm definitely going to do it. I'm not putting on makeup while I'm driving, by the way. I mean, once I've parked up and I've got 10 minutes to spare. Yeah, don't put it on while you're driving. Oh, Rebecca's going, are you? Sorry, Rebecca. Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, God. Poor you. Right, and then I'll take my pinky, and this eye is watering like mad, which it has been for the last couple of days. But I'm going to just use my little pinky to line underneath my eye with it. So this is Strength. Now, the reason I got this, I'm just going to build up the colour a little bit more, is because I wanted something that wasn't shimmery as a base. But I wanted to try the italics. And of course, I wanted to try the purple one. So I wanted to make sure that I laid down a base that is not going to shimmer in the hood of my lids. That was kind of a purpley tone first, before then using Aphrodite, which is the italic, one of the italic shades. And I got two italics. I got the purple one and I got the green one. I'll show you the green one in a while. Here we are. This is Aphrodite. Now, there's been some reviews about how these have been drying out. And people have said that after a couple of months, you can't use them. But I saw Trini comment that they've actually upgraded the pot to be more watertight. So I'll keep you posted on that. Airtight, I mean. This is Aphrodite. Look at this. It's beautiful. Really lovely colour. Look at this. Let me just kickstart my mirror to give me a better light. Really lovely. So then all I'm going to do is, again, with my fingers, is just put that on my mobile lid. So I'm not taking it up onto the hood. Well, don't forget that this Strength shade is underneath, which is more of a plummy purple. So if I put this on its own, it would look more purple, perhaps. But it is a plummy purple. You're right. Even on its own it is. But it would look more purple if I didn't have the Strength underneath. But I think the Strength underneath works really well. And it's just such a simple look. to do that. And then you can take your strength and use that to line your upper eye as well, which I didn't do on the video yesterday, but I'll do it quickly. But I did something else with strength as well. You know, my pigment is pigment mantra. You can just take your fingertips. She has got, I'm going to put in my little car kit, I've got the little brushes. But there's something quite nice about using your fingers. Being given permission to use your fingers for a change. Because it's very tactile and you kind of get to put it in the right place. You can feel where you need to be as you're doing it. So that is the eye look. It's very simple, but once you've got the mascara on, which I'll put on in a minute, I'm still not that keen on the mascara, but I do like the convenience. It's too wet a formula for me. I prefer something that grabs the lashes a bit more and pulls them up. It's just a bit too wet, but it's very convenient. So it swings and roundabouts, really. Now, what I did in the video is I thought, ooh, wouldn't strength be nice on the lips? It's going to look a bit vampish, though. So this is what I did. I'll go to put the mascara on in a minute. So I'll just clean off that finger so I haven't got any of the Aphrodite. So I took the strength, which is an eye shade. But don't forget, she's done lip to cheek. Pigment is pigment. So this is an eye to lip. I'm going to rename it an eye to lip. And I've dabbed this on. Now, you'll see what I mean. It does look a bit vampish, but I do something else to it. Of course, you don't have to put that much on, and it wouldn't look as vampish. Right, now it's looking a bit vampish because it's an eyeshadow. It's not meant to be a lipstick. But then I took one of her lip glows. Now, this isn't a new purchase. I've had this for ages. I took a lip glow in Maddie. Yeah, the lip to cheeks, they're quite a stiff formula, so they do work. But this lip glow in Maddie, and then I put that over the top, and it just took the vampish look off the lipstick and made it look more like a nice plummy lipstick. Hello, Charlie. Just take some of the blue tones out of it. So really, I mean, look, it goes with my purple outfit really well. And then all I can do is, and Trini often does this. Because it will bring it all together. It's literally just do that. And you've got a no-nonsense look. And I'm just going to put some of her mascara on. Some weird things coming up in the comments. You love the concept of applying makeup with fingers. I can't see anything unusual this end, Nina. Usually it's yellow and Ethernet cable. Yeah, I know. I'm sure I got one with the skybox when I moved in, so I've just got to find that. A comfort blanket clothing item. It definitely is. It's one of those that's got an elasticated waist. There's nothing digging in. It's really easy to put on, take off, and it's warm. And it's pure cashmere, so it's luxury and warm. It's got everything that you possibly want to comfort you when you're just feeling very achy. You don't want to be kind of messing about with zips and buttons and... Right, I'm just going to do my brows. Okay, Nina. So this is her lash to brow or brow to lash. It's lash to brow, isn't it? Don't think I like it, but you know when you're doing this, the back combing, you have to be really careful because it is really wet. So it's easy to get it above and below your brow because it's really quite a wet formula. And I just prefer the formulas that grip to the hair a bit more, that have got a few more fibres in them. But as I said when I was reviewing this initially, this is probably better for the hairs than those formulas. Right, my eyes are going to water now, not because of the product, but because I'm going near them with a mascara wand. That's all it takes at the moment. But this is her mascara. And again, it's a very wet formula. When Trini does her lashes on her lives with this, she really gets them curling up. And I don't know how she does it, because the formula for me is too wet to actually... You know how you push your lashes up to make them curl? Hello, Maria. You know how you push them up to make them curl? They won't stay up because the formula's too wet. So I don't know how she gets to do it. I'm thinking of going to have my lashes, you know, the lash perm thingy. I haven't gone in for anything like that. You know, tints or anything like that. But I am thinking about, because I do get these ones in the corner that curl into my eye. So I was thinking it might actually, as well as being really helpful and eye-opening, it would actually help me not have those lashes curling into my eye. Has anyone had that done? You're tempted too. Has anyone had it done that can tell us about it? I'll see if I can book in and I'll ask them if I can film it. Oh, be careful. They all your eyelashes. Yeah, you got to... That's the thing. You got to be careful who you go to, that they've got decent recommendations. The good thing is when you can look on Instagram, I mean, they can doctor their posts, I suppose, but, you know, you can see some of the photos and you can see what some of the people following them have commented. But yes, I'd be quite nervous as well. So I'm putting a third coat on now because I don't find it gives me the curl that I want. That's the only thing. But it is a nice formula. It's just too wet for me. As I said, I keep repeating myself. Sorry. I just wish it had a bit more fibre in it to give it that oomph. So that is my Trini London look. All not a brush in sight. I tell you what I've been dying to try and I haven't tried it yet. I got a sample of the highlighter called Sunlight. Now, when Trini first started her line, she only had one highlighter, and it was the Starlight one. So the cool one. So everybody's match to me said Starlight. And then she brought in different highlighters, and then it wasn't in my match to me. Sunlight was, which is a warmer highlighter. And I'm a little bit annoyed about that, because your match to me should be what suits you. But because she only had one, that was your match to me. And when this came out, I thought, oh, I can't justify it because I've already got Starlight. But actually, I would have chosen this one because it's a warmer highlighter. So I'm going to try some. So this is called the Right Light. It's Trini's highlighters. I never know how you're supposed to open these. Bit fiddly, aren't they? All right, okay. Oh, it's one of those peel here, is it? I haven't found an eye cream that doesn't make my eyes sting and water. Cher, I've got one that will not make your eyes sting and water. I'm pretty convinced of it. Pretty convinced. And that is Toleriane by La Roche-Posay. And it was even recommended by a pharmacist that I put some on my son's eyelids when he was 6 because he had a little bit of dermatitis on his eyelid. It cleared it up in a day. Now, if a pharmacist is saying put that on an eyelid of a 6-year-old, and it is approved by the Allergy Association, and when my eyes get really, really sensitive, that's what I go back to. So it's called Toleriane, Toleriane, eye cream by La Roche-Posay. So I would definitely try that if you've got very sensitive eyes. It's worth it. Now, here is the Right Light. Let's see. I've got an awful feeling that I'm going to have to get this one. That is pretty. And it dries down really quickly. Look at that. Oh, look, my light's come on now. Sorry, that's because my light came on. It's actually more useful to see it without the light, but it's very pretty. Let's do this side. Yeah, go off, light. Oh, that's going to go on my wish list. Although I've got quite a bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Spotlight, but that is very nice. Put some in here. Shove it in all the usual places. Under my brow. Yeah, that worked so much better on me than Starlight. Starlight was too fair and too cool for my skin tone. Yeah. Isn't it? And then the other really good product by Trini. One of my favourites, if I can find it. That's the only thing, is that everything looks the same. And I've said this before. Trini, if you're watching, I love your products, but you should have different colour-coded caps. So have orange caps for face products and yellow caps for eye products and blue caps for lip products or something to distinguish face, eyes, lips. And the lip to cheek, well, you know, you'd maybe do a multicolour, I don't know, but just something to distinguish one pot from the other. Because it drives me nuts. The only thing I don't like about it. Now, this is face finish. And this is like powder in a jar. And I think this is ingenious. So look, I'll do my little trick again. It's like putting a powder on. It's not quite as good as a powder, I'll be honest. But it's pretty good. And the good thing is, because it's a cream, you can just keep applying it all day long and it won't look powdery on your skin. You know, too cakey, talky. See, look, if I do that, I don't mind that shine there, but just to show you, it just takes it down. It's a really ingenious product. And if I just do that little bit under there, again, do my powder trick to get rid of the light, just under where I've got the orbital bone, it will take some of the shadow away. My classic trick of the year. Take the shine away underneath, then the shadow won't look as dark. Because shine accentuates shadow. Great little product. Definitely, I think face finish is superb. So that's my Trini look. Now, what's everyone talking about? I'm going to have to get this, aren't I? This right light. Maybe next month. I'm trying to go a bit easy this month. I definitely don't want... I've let my subscription go for another month because January box is normally pretty good. But I'm definitely, as soon as the box arrives, I'm stopping my cohorted because I've got so much skincare. I could not possibly use it all. And I need to start just using it up. All of it up. And I can save myself a bit. I might next instead use the money to take out something like... I've forgotten what it's called now. That subscription where you can get makeup at cheaper prices. You know the one I mean. And review some of that. You look lovely, Ali. Oh, thank you. And you don't, with Trini's makeup, you don't feel like... I know what you mean though, Nina, about the serum foundation feeling a little bit sticky. I do feel with that I need to put a bit of powder on. And that the face finish doesn't quite... It's not quite up to it once you've got the serum. But the thing about the serum foundation is it looks better after about an hour. It's one of those that looks even better as you wear it. And it starts to settle into your face. Beauty Pie, that's the one. I was thinking I might use the money that I've been spending on cohorted and join Beauty Pie. Because they've got, you know, they've got a dead ringer for Charlotte's Instant Looking palettes on there. Something ridiculous like £12. Do you know what? I was making my coffee before I came on. The eye gel liners are like the VB ones. Yeah, they're probably made in the same factory. I was making my coffee. I only have one coffee a day. I'm a tea drinker normally, but I was making my coffee before I came on. And I was cold. I wanted a big mug. And there was a big mug in the front of the cupboard. And I thought, I can't possibly use that mug. Because basically it says on it, big bleeping, beginning with F and ending in G. Big bleeping mug. And I thought, I can't sit on a live with that. That's one thing I want to get this year, is I want to get a mug for my lives. So that when I'm sitting drinking tea, it's got something nice. I thought about getting one with Ali M's Beauty on it, which I might do. But then I thought I might get myself a really nice Twinings tea set. Because I was looking at the Twinings online. Or I could make my own bespoke mug, and then, of course, you could all get one if you liked it. We'll see. Well, I'll just let things happen. Let things evolve. But you see, this does work as a lipstick. This actually reminds me now that those two mixed together reminds me a lot of the Pat McGrath, one. I'm trying to think of the name. Deep Orchid. Vistaprint, yeah. I could sort of get a little design and then have it on my, and then yeah, I could sell them, I suppose. Madam. And the foundation is exactly the same ingredients as the Armani Luminous Silk. Now, Nina also showed me a foundation that she's loving right now, which is basically called Pro Longwear, which is the same name as a MAC foundation. And it looks in an identical tube. And it's made by Primark. And I went on to look at that, Nina, and you can't buy it online. You've got to go into a shop. But I'd be very interested to try that out, because I actually used to wear MAC Pro Longwear all the time. I go through phases. And MAC, when my pigmentation was bad, because it's a really good coverage foundation and it's waterproof. So my pigmentation was bad and my eyes were watering a lot. I got the MAC Pro Longwear waterproof foundation, because it was really good coverage. PMG lipstick, Madame Grey's. Yes, you're right. It's not Deep Orchid. It's Madame Grey's. You're absolutely right. Well done, Maria. Not Maria. Sorry, Bushra. Spot on. It is. It's Madame Grey's. So if you want to get a Madame Grey's, and you can use it on your eyes, because it's on my eyes, then you need to get Strength and Maddie. Maddie Strength. Not Madame Grey's, Maddie Strength. So, well done, Bushra. You're absolutely right. Your daughter called you about 35 minutes ago, so I'll have to watch back. No worries. Listen, I know a lot of people watch back. Now, I am going to upload a video of this look, like a short video. So, as I've said, I don't know why I'm saying it at the end, but I also said it at the beginning. For people that really don't want the chit-chat, but they just want, how did Ali get that look? I might try that. I want to buy those things from Trini, but I don't want to sit and listen to all the chit-chat. Then don't worry, I'm uploading that. And I will film a video later to talk about my experience of having a Charlotte Tilbury consultation. I do think it is something that is quite useful if you're not sure about what shade you are. But there are pitfalls and you need to be aware of them. because if you're not aware of them, then you could make some very mistaken purchases. Okay, so can you also do a look with CT Star Aura, Ali? Yes, I can. And let's wait for the CT Beautiful Skin reviews. All right, Cher bought the 9-piece mystery CT kit and got the Rock and Coal, 3 lipstick, blush, magic cream, mascara, stoned rose palette, and pillow talk quad. And these are all my favourite products ever. Oh, well done, Cher. I think the reason I don't go in for it, I did when I started collecting Charlotte Tilbury, because it built my collection in a really affordable way. But now I think I've got most of the stuff. Ah, my skin's looking... Yeah, thank you. I am very happy with my skin at the moment, and I feel that my pigmentation isn't looking as bad. I don't feel like I have to put on as much foundation to cover it up, whereas before I was always dabbing more around my cheeks. I do a little bit more, but I don't feel like I've really got to cover it up as much. So yeah, I am really enjoying it, and I'm really glad that I got it. Okay, I'm going to go, and I'm going to see if I can go and find this Ethernet cable for Jack. She's bringing out a facial oil. Is she, Bushra? Bushra said she'd heard that CT's bringing out a facial oil. She needs to bring out a toner. She hasn't brought out a toner, mind you. A lot of people say don't need a toner. Yeah, she could. You're just starting your CT collection. Cher, that's a brilliant way is to get the mystery boxes then, because you've got a lot of products in there at a really affordable price. And the instant looking at palettes are really good as well. I got a lot of those at the beginning because, again, it's a way of getting a whole look in one palette, and it's quite an affordable way of doing it. Anyway, have a great day, and don't forget to like my live, and I will be popping up with more videos. And I haven't forgotten to do my review of last year. I have written down some of the products and stuff, so I'm preparing for that. So just bear with me. I'll get there eventually. All right, take care. Love you all. See you soon. Mwah!